Wukong decides to make himself feel better by calling himself the Great Sage equal to heaven, and meanwhile the Jade Emperor learns of his temper tantrum and sends down several celestial soldiers to capture him. The first among these is the Mighty Spirit God, who challenges Wukong to a duel. Wukong's like, dude, just tell your boss I want a better title. And the Mighty Spirit God is like,
why don't you tell him yourself? In hell!
And gets utterly destroyed for his troubles. So then Prince Nada confronts Wukong, who's like, what are you, 12? Look, kid, just tell your boss I want to be called Great Sage equal to heaven, alright? And Nada's like, I'll show you who's 12! And transforms into a big scary monster with a butt ton of weapons. Wukong is, of course, unimpressed, and matches the transformation with one of his own. They fight for a while until Wukong gets the drop on Nada with a duplicate and smacks him with his stick thingy. So they tell the Jade Emperor what happened, and the Emperor is all like,
how dare he resist arrest? Clearly we must execute him!
But the Gold Star of Venus, apparently the only voice of reason in the entire heavenly bureaucracy, suggests that rather than risk their entire army on one super powerful immortal monkey, they just give Wukong what he wants, an empty title. So they do, and a department is set up in heaven for him to lounge around in and not cause trouble. Unsurprisingly, Wukong is completely down for spending his days languishing in heaven, being weighted on hand and foot by celestial spirits determined not to give him a reason to go on a rampage. But one of the resident Taoist immortals suggests that Wukong might end up getting bored, which carries with it the terrifying possibility of the great son Wukong rampaging through heaven looking for entertainment. So the Jade Emperor assigns a relatively harmless but time-consuming duty to Wukong, tending the Garden of Peaches of Immortality. Wukong's super down for that, but quickly finds that having to maintain a garden full of delicious immortality-granting peaches without eating any of them is impossible for his poor impulsive brain to handle.